Hey Flosstube, it's Barbara, the Raspberry Stitcher, back for episode 2. And I am back because of all of you. I am completely overwhelmed, excited by the response I got from my first Flosstube. And it's all due to every one of you who have viewed it, who have liked it, who have commented, who have subscribed. I am completely overwhelmed and overjoyed by the response I got. So thank you, thank you, thank you very much. I appreciate it. This will be a Flosstube about cross-stitching and mainly cross-stitching. I did do one impulsive crazy buy at Christmas that into a foray that I'm not used to. So once I get to that, I will have it on a future video and talk about it. And once I get that courage up to actually start that project, I will show you it, hopefully step by step or as many steps as I can figure out. It is a little daunting for me, but I am excited to tackle something new and try something. And it was something I just fell in love with and thought, I can do that. Sure, let's try it. No problem. So at some point I will show you that. So yes, my Flosstube will be pretty much standard. I'm going to show you FFOs, whips, finishes, haul, all of those fun things. So let's get started, shall we? Yes. First off, I do want to talk about a little housekeeping. If you kept track, you probably realized I really didn't have 31 whips. Well, I started the year out with 31 whips. I recorded my Flosstube not until the 9th of January. So I'd actually completed a few whips before that, and I forgot 2 of them. So we're going to go over those today too. So first off, let's start with my first FFO of the year, which is from this little Spirit of Christmas Set 2 by Lila Studio. I made all 4 of these as Christmas gifts. One of them didn't quite make it and get done. So this is the one that didn't get done, but I made this one for my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, and I made this one for my mom. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll have probably seen them or can see them fully finished because I do have them up there. So I finished this on the 3rd of January, stitching, and I just FFO'd it yesterday, and it's so cute, so adorable. I love these patterns. They're so easy, not a lot of floss, can use from your stash. Here's the back, and just a cute little pattern, and some red pom-pom, a ribbon for the hanger. I did use, because I had some Schoolhouse Red and Cucumber for the red and green, if you want to know. And the pom-pom is just a basic, not over-dyed pom-pom that I got from my local needle workshop. They just have it, a bunch of it wound up, and you just buy it by the yard, half yard, or whatever you want. So, and put it together and just sewed it on. Just hand stitched it. It's so cute and adorable. So this will be going off to my brother-in-law who's been patiently waiting. A little late, it's okay. He was okay with that. So after that, the next one I worked on was, I just had back stitching to do on this piece. It's a sewing kit. It was a release and market in 2017 from MTV Cross Stitch Designs called Dancing Dragonfly Sewing Set. This is what it looks like. So I just had the back stitching to do on this Biscornu. But I'm going to show you all the pieces. None of it is put together, just stitching done. Gonna have to find a day to do some FFOing, right? Make some time. So here are the 2 pieces for the Biscornu that I finished doing the back stitching on. They're so cute. Krynic in there. This is a 32 count. I believe it was called a gold color. I don't remember if it was by Weeks or who it was by. Similar to straw and silk threads. Did all the call for it. It has Krynic in it. You can see the sparkly on the Dragonfly there. So that's the Biscornu. This one right here is for the scissor fob. You just bring your 4 corners together, and then this kind of makes a square, makes that scissor fob in that section. This is the inside section here. So that's these 2 little dragonflies. I thought about putting something here, but I didn't. I will show you, I did customize the front. So this is the front piece right there. And I ended up putting my initials in that, just charting them in that blue. And that turned out really pretty. So that is all of those pieces. I had very little to do on this project, so I finished this on the 4th. So I finished that ornament stitching on the 3rd, picked this right up, finished it really quickly, and got it done. I also, when I got that, I got the accoutrement set, the little accessory set. So I do have the pins to go in there. They're so adorable. I have a needle minder. These are wood and excuse me, and hand painted. They're so cute. Of course, the floss straps here. And here are the beautiful scissors. So those are cute. Very shiny, very sharp. So I have all of those to go along with that set. Very excited. That was like my big purchase that year at market. I just loved it, everything about it. My next finish was the flower tray set, and that was on the 10th by Jeanette Douglas. This is an exclusive retreat piece that she's teaching. So she goes through all of these specialty stitches with you, and then she has the whole class on how to, you know, make the drum and the tray set and the little scissor fob. Last time I was working on the back stitching on this also. So I got all that back stitching done around the drum. This is the drum. And I did all the back stitching around the 2 little pieces for the fob, the scissor fob, and I did all the back stitching around the bottom of the tray. So this is another piece that I will have to learn how to put together, but yeah, she goes through all of these different types of stitches. If you're wanting to learn specialty stitches, Jeanette Douglas is amazing, amazing. I'm also doing her learning stitches book, which you can make a full sampler, or some people on Sassy Jacks are doing banding, so they're just doing it on banding, and she's got lessons on there. Her directions on specialty stitches are so easy to read and follow in her charts. Extremely well done, well done. So I would recommend, if you're at all interested in doing specialty stitches, pick up a smaller piece from Jeanette Douglas that has some in it. I know some of her smaller seasonal ones have bits and pieces around the bottoms. Like I know her winter one does, and I think she might have a spring one with that one too. Like she did all seasons. Those would be really good. The next one I picked up after I finished that was Summer Harvest. I am doing it on darker fabric. It's more like a cocoa. It's a little more reddish cocoa, you know, color. I used all the called for colors except for the alphabet that I ended up doing in cappuccino. I believe it's a Weeks Dye Works. Might not be, I'm not sure. But I did on a 32 count. I put it on a board. So we have that all done. I really love how it turned out. I can't wait to get this framed. I don't know if it's exactly centered on the board. I might have to tweak that a little bit more. I used a darker color, which I think is this color here, for my initials. And then this flower basket with all the fruits and vegetables in it really reminds me of my grandmother and being at her house, especially through the summers. They lived on a lake. They had a lake house in northern Indiana, and we spent a lot of time there, my cousin and I, and he lived with them for till his death. But just brings back all of those memories. And I put her initials in here, Joyce Craker, just to remind me of those days and times. But on her table in the kind of open little small living area was always something to nibble on, fruits, vegetables. She had a garden. Just learned a lot from her. She's still alive too, by the way. She's a hoot and she is fun to be around. Let's just say that much. So I am very excited to get that done. Looking to see when I had finished that one. That was on the 17th. So it took me a little longer to get that one done. But I did get that done on the 17th. After that whip, I finished another Blackbird design, and I'm doing the whole series. So this is number 1 from the birds, for the birds series. Oh, actually that's number 2, sorry. Here's number 1, number 1. That's the one I finished. The other one's the one I'm gonna start. So I had finished almost all of this. The only thing I had to do was finish this berry bowl. I had to do these 2 birds and this little motif there, little flower motif. So here it is. And it is beautiful. I did all the called for Weeks Dye Works flosses. It's on 36 Ren, which I believe is what it's called for. And I just love how this looks. I don't know if I'm gonna do them all separate or sew them together, what I'm gonna do, but just get them stitched first, right? Figure that out later. But I love it. But I do plan to move on to the next one, number 2, and I've got it all kitted up. Here's the fabric. It's doubloon, 36 doubloon, beautiful bag. But I've got everything in here, flosses for all of them, everything sewn, put together, you know, plans. Lots to do, lots to stitch. So those were 5 finishes in January. Yay! I'm so excited. I have never finished so many items in 1 month without it being like December when you're getting all those little Christmas ornaments done, right? Like, I mean, I can do that, but I don't stitch anything else, of course. But I'm so excited to get some finishes done. Yes! I'm hoping to do 1 more finish. I picked up last night. I finished the For the Birds literally on the 21st. Today is the 22nd. It's Friday I'm filming. So last night I picked up my next whip that I would like to finish, and that is Sewn in Friendship by Plum Street. And there is a companion piece by Heartstring Samplery, and I will show you that. But I had basically this whole motif done, and I had started this vine. I had not finished it. I think I had gotten to like here. So last night I put in the rest of the vine, all the hearts, this little strawberry here, and started the words down at the bottom. So it shouldn't take me too much longer to do this one. It's really a fun stitch. It is on 36 count Confederate gray with all the called for, which I think that is all the called for, in a bag that I made. Love this bag, it's so pretty. And this is the companion piece, I'm sure most of you know, by Heartstring Samplery. So I do have the fabric. I'm going to do both of them in Confederate gray. And then I have the other flosses that this one calls for. They use similar flosses, but there are a couple that are unique to each side. I do plan to do them as pillows separately like this. So very excited about that. So hopefully this one be a finish in January. That is my goal. I still have this coming week. So I think that's doable, right? Like I can do that. So we'll see. So I was going to show you guys, here is my calendar. As you see, I've been writing everything down, putting in my dates, highlighting everything I finished. So these are all of my whips here. And I have also in January, all of those whips. So I'm just trying to keep track of what I'm stitching and how much I'm stitching at least, just to kind of give myself that, oh, this is what I did, right? So moving on to a couple of finishes that I forgot to show you, or I mean whips that I forgot to show you last time that were on my 31 whips. I don't know where. And this one is also featured in Vanna's new video. You've got to see it. She shows a fantastic finish she did. She doesn't show how to do it, but she did say that she is going to have what she calls this mattress finish, pillow finish, in an upcoming Punch Needle and Prem Stitcher magazine. think she said maybe the summer issue, but go check out her In the Cave. I think it's In the Cave. It's amazing. So I have started working on United We Stand, but she shows this finished, and it is glorious. It is so beautiful, and it is so firm. I totally in love. So this is definitely going to be on my list to finish this year, so I can do an FFO for it and learn how to do it. I'm not too far along, so it is on 36 count Ren with all Weekeside Works colors. It was a kit. This is not available right now. I assume that they will release it at some point. It was on the Homespun, can't remember the name of the Facebook group, but there's a Facebook group. I'll try to, if I can figure out how to put all the links at the bottom, I'll try to do that. But it came with this wonderful Flosstube. The Quilter Station put all this together along with the Facebook book moderator. Right now they're doing a La-Di-Da kit, and I have bought that too. And that's where I'll show you later the Stacey Nash, Maria Higginson kit came from, was from there too. So, and then this came with the backing fabric too. So it's fantastic chart. And I'm very excited about Vanna's finish, so I can't wait to see this. Can't wait to get the instructions on how to do that. Vanna is a treasure, and I mean, honestly, she is a treasure to this community for what, just the amount of knowledge and information that she gives freely is amazing and is a blessing. And I'm so thankful because a lot of the finishing I have done, I have learned from her, and she has wonderful instructions and easy to follow. So go check out her Flosstube, go check out her blogs and things. She's amazing. The other one, which is a series also that the reason I didn't show you is because I had just finished October. So this is Brenda Gervais Wordplay. And here's my October. And I'm going to move on to March, which I'll show you. I'm not really doing them in order. Maybe I'll try to keep up with them. And I have done February, so maybe I'll try to figure out how I want to FFO this and get it done so you guys will be able to see it for February. I did change the red. I didn't like the orangey red that was in it, so I went to more of a blood deeper red. I can't remember what I used, but I really love how it turned out. I'm doing all these on 36 count Cocoa by Weekeside Works. It is the old base, so it's a looser base, which is fine. It doesn't bother me that much. So the next one I'm going to do is March. So I'll have to pull some colors for these and see how they look on the fabric, and maybe I can continue to work on them. That would be great, right? So those are the two whips that I didn't show you. So with the ones that I finished before I started that, and those, it equals 31, I promise you. I've only started one, which was my new start, the Holland one from Jeanette Douglas. Now, I do have some freebie starts because if they are for a gift or a stitching exchange, I have to do them. I have to start them, right? Yes. So I have a group of ladies that we Zoom on Sundays, and we're also Zooming now on some Thursdays. So we're doing an Easter exchange. So I've started that. I cannot show you because my exchange person will be watching it. They're not going to get a sneak peek. But at a later date, I promise I will show you the finished product of the exchange. And I will have to probably learn how to insert pictures and things, which I've asked my husband for help. He is dismayed that I've asked him because he's dismayed and upset that I'm even doing these videos, which is a funny little back and forth we have. Anyway, so that I will show you at a later date. I do not and cannot show you that right now, but it's really going to be a cute piece, and I'm really excited to get the stitching done and get it finished for her, and get her little gifts around and get it sent to her. So it won't be until March though, so you're gonna have to wait a while, but I'm excited. It'll be fun. So those are the old couple of whips, the whips I'm trying to get finished. Like that is my goal. I'm trying to finish 2 whips for every new start so I can cut my whip pile in half. Is that really going to happen? I don't know, because some of these whips that I'm finishing are series and they have another one coming right behind them. So we'll see by the end of the year. Now I wanted to show you my Sal whips and my weekly whips that I have different days that I'm doing. So we're going to start with Jane. I do her on Sundays. So my goal was to really to get this done. I am behind in the Sal. The Sal is like already, I think all of this corner is supposed to be done. I'm not near there. So I'm just going to keep trudging along, keep going. I am doing this on a 46 count. It is a dyer that is no longer dyeing. It's a Sassy Fabbies. It is called Raffia Cream. It is this peachy color though. I mean, it is such a good match to this that the colors, I love them. So let me show you my progress. Sure, you could hear my dog. Somebody must be walking by. But here's my progress. So I got all that strawberry band done. I'm going to plan to go back up and do some of that 4-sided stitch above the strawberry band here and there. It takes a while and it just slows you down, and I need to see some progress. So I'm going to continue down in this corner here with the motifs and try to get this flower pot done. I am excited to do that. So that's going to be my next goal, I think, is to work in that area and work down here. I really, this dog, I am going to change to look like our little dog, Lily. She is part boxer, so, and she is kind of that red color, red and white kind of color. So I'm going to change that up a little and see if I can make it look a little more like her. And I might even change this cat a little when I get to it. We had a cat Velvet that was like the color Velvet, like a gray velvety color, and she was so pretty. She passed away about 1.5 years ago or so. My daughter was a senior in college or in high school, and so I thought about changing that for her too. So that's where I'd like to get on this. All right. Next, on Mondays, I am doing my Holland one. And last time, all I had done was this flower here and around this corner to this one right here. So let's see what I got done. I'm very excited on this one. I've gone down the border here. I've added this beautiful windmill, this blue motif here, and this beautiful satin stitch heart. I am so in love with this. And this is such a joy to stitch on, because when you're stitching on a bunch of samplers that are 46 count and you go to this and this is 32 count, it's a dream. Like you're just like, I can stitch so fast. What happened here? But I am really loving this. And of course I love doing the specialty stitches, and I love Jeanette's charts, and they're just so easy to read, and it's row by row, and I love it. My Wednesday stitch is Teresa Kogut, Land That I Love. So I was excited this Wednesday to stitch on it during the inauguration, which I watched all day long, like literally all day long from the morning until almost bed. Like I was so into it. So I was very excited with the progress I got done on this. What I had done was basically through the M, and I had a few of these done here, and I was just starting on these little motifs here. So I am doing this on 46 count Confederate gray, and this is my progress. So I've got those 2 little motifs done, and I started on that flower pot, and those flowers kind of look like bunting to me. I just think they're adorable. I really wanted to get it all done, but you know, I didn't. I know last time I had talked about this right here was 1 stitch longer. I did check my vine. My vine is actually in the right location, so I am not going to restitch any of that. So I think it looks just fine. So totally excited. I also am doing my initials in a darker red. So I did change up the colors. I pulled those flosses out for you guys today. So the reds that I'm using, the darker red is cherry bark. So that's the symbol. I write the symbols on them sometimes, that way I don't have to look at the other part of the chart. And the other one is Merlot by Weeks Dye Works. So I think those are really pretty, and they look really nice against this fabric. They're just gorgeous. The blues, so the dolphin blue is kind of the lightest blue. It was gray blue, and I really wanted more of blue, like it to show up blue. So what I did was I took Chesapeake Bay and I made that the dolphin. And then I took corn blue and made that what Chesapeake Bay was. And then I added in blacksmith blue. And I left the Fathom, the Weeks Dye Works, the same. So I am still gonna use the dolphin, and I'll show you where. It's gonna be in the house. So here are the blues against there. That's beautiful. So the dolphin blue, I'm still gonna do on the front of that house because it's gray. I want it to be gray. There may be some other points that I might use it instead of the other, but that's my plan so far. And obviously I'm just in the beginning stages, so who knows? And I have this beautiful bag from the 805 Stitcher. I have a few of her bags. They're great bags. I love them. And she made that bag specifically for land that I love. So I, of course, had to buy it. Then my Friday stitch is the Stacy Nash Primitives. It's going to come in 4 parts. We have 2 parts so far. This was the first part. It was supposed to be done. I'm not done with the first part even. This is the second part, which is going to be going down this way. Down. I don't think the house is in there in the chart, but I think all of this is. So I think 3 and 4 are going to be really, really big sections because we have this huge house to do. So there's going to be a lot of stitching coming up. So I need to really get on it and get some more progress done. So as you can see, I have done all across the border. This is to the end. I added in more of the words, and they are 1 over 1. So that does take a little bit of time. So you can see everything. This is on 36 straw. It came as a kit from the Facebook group page again, and it has all Weeks Dye Works flosses, and it came all together in a kit. My Saturday stitch is Ann Morrison. Last time all I had done was the top row. I did not get any more done with it because of stopping in December for Christmas, and obviously I didn't even get all that done on time. Oh well. So I wanted to get more, at least this section done, and that's what I got done. So this is on 56. It's Goblin King by Dixie Sampler. And she just had an amazing sale, and I bought way, way too much fabric from her again. But it is such beautiful fabric to stitch on. The color is amazing. And this is like a stone gray color. It's called Goblin King, but it's kind of like a stone gray. It is fabulous for samplers. It's really good. So she had some really nice neutrals on this last sale, and I bought some in 32, 36, 40, and 46. So I guess I'll be set for a while. When those come in, I will definitely show you all because it's amazing. This is the bag that I made for, especially for Anne because of the colors. So, all right, those are my larger whips that I'm going on, that I'm hoping to finish some of these styles. Like I plan to finish Anne and Jane this year. Maria Higginson, I plan to finish this year. Land That I Love is a large style I do not plan to finish this year. I know people are doing a style. I'm probably not going to get there. I have some other larger samplers and projects that I want to kind of sneak in every month and work on them. So that one will go out of the rotation, and I'm going to pick a new one for February, which I have not done yet. So you will see that in 2 weeks. I'm not sure about my Holland New Year start. I feel like I should finish it in the year. What do y'all think? Should I get it done this year? Should I try for that? I am enjoying stitching it. So right now I'm thinking I might continue that. So we'll see. Okay. Next up, that was all the stitching. Let's go to some haul. Want some haul? Do you want to see some things I bought? Because I'm very excited about them. So I bought some floss rings and I am so excited about them. These are socks for mom. And you can see I have an Ann Morrison one here. I have Walter here from Hats. These wonderful, try to get this, pumpkins. Oh, they're so cute for Halloween or fall. All of them have beautiful charms on the back. They're cute. This one flipped over. They're so cute. So I've got those 3. Oh, and I got another 3. So here's my other 3. Oh, adorable. I love them all. So, and then the beautiful charms on the backs of these. So cute. So if you haven't checked out her site, Socks for Mom, it was great. Really pretty, really nice quality, heavy duty rings, which I really like. So that was great. I'm in a few fabric clubs of the month, so you're going to see a few of those. The first one I have to show you is I was lucky enough to get in at a time when they were still taking people for traditional stitches, fabric of the month for Lakeside Linen, and I'm getting a fat half. So I can have some for samplers. I'm getting a 40 count. And this month, this is my second month. This is a vintage lentil, which I think is really pretty. It's beige with the undertone of some green in there. So it'll go with a lot of different projects, whether they even be samplers or not. This is a really pretty piece of fabric. And if I didn't say, I'm getting that in 40 count in a fat half. So it's a big piece. I mean, it's got a lot. This is just half of that piece. So it's a fat quarter. It's the other side, my other fat half. So I am super excited about that. I know that you can't always sign up for this. So I don't know if they're taking any more signups for that. And I also know that we may not get our next shipment on time. Like it might take a while because they are so backlogged, and I'm okay with that. I'll get it when I get it, you know, it'll happen. The other thing I joined, and I have not been in one, and you have seen some of the bags I've made. I've only made 3. I haven't made that many. The rest of them I bought. But I joined the So Much to Love bags, and I got my first bag, and it is so cute. So if you are getting a bag and you haven't gotten it and don't want to see it, you might want to skip ahead or close your eyes or something. I don't know. So we got our tea, some beautiful DMC floss, which is going to go with this beautiful chart from Summer House Stitch Works. Look at that, Delft Blues. So pretty. Oh, how am I not going to start this one? I don't know. May have to use that for a exchange at some point. It's so adorable. And then some candies, cute little candies. I got some more. I think they fell. And then the bag, so pretty. So you can tell the blues. Oh, look how cute this is. Love this large rickrack here. So adorable. Right? And of course, her famous heart, felt heart for the pole. The inside is some beautiful tone on tone. And then I put in here, which will be my next, moving on to a whip to try to finish. So once I get the Sewn in Friendship, this one done, here, I plan to move on to the top part of the brown bird biscornu. This one will probably take me a little bit longer because I haven't even started it. So it is on 40 count, and I can remind you of what I do have the bottom done. So here's the bottom. Okay, and as you can see, here's the top, nothing. So I have that to work on. I knew if I didn't do the bottom, I may not do the bottom because the top is so pretty. So we'll see how long it takes me, but that was the next one I'd like to work on and finish. I have a couple of her other biscornus. If you haven't checked out her biscornus, they're amazing. They're so big and so beautiful. I mean, that's on 40 count, and it's going to be a big biscornu. She has a new one out that just came out that I'm going to have to buy, and I think one before that I haven't gotten, but I do have the poppy one. So now she has 4 total, I think, out. And that is Heartstring Samplery, if I didn't say. They are amazing. Look at them. They're so beautiful. So I'm excited to get that one finished too this year. All right. So well, not really just one more. A couple other things that I bought, I'm going to show you in plans for some starts maybe. At my next purchase, which was my biggest purchase and my most exciting purchase, is this right here. So this is a LeHays shaker box. He did, I gotta get the other ones. So here's one. Hold please. I'm back. So here's this one. Here's this one. And here's this one. Oh my goodness. Are these gorgeous? These are not the ones that have the recessed tops. These are just regular shaker boxes. And I plan to use them to put some different things in. Not necessarily to put my needlework on. I do have some of those. I have a few downstairs that are like that. I also have some just round oval pieces that I can put, kind of like you would use as a dough bowl to put your smalls in. So I have some of those too. But these are just going to be to set around, maybe, you know, leave open and put some pieces inside of it. They're just gorgeous. He has a Facebook page. He has an Etsy shop, and he also takes orders online. If you would like to order from him, know that you're going to wait a little while. These are all handmade. He does everything in batches. So he takes orders to a certain point, does batches, and then fulfills those orders. He makes multiples. And so when he has leftovers, he will put on his Facebook page that he is going to plan to put whatever he has left over on his Etsy shop. And when you go over to the Etsy shop, just buy as soon as you can. If they're there, buy, because they're going to be gone in like 2 seconds. Literally, they're just like that. They're gone. So I was lucky enough to be at the right time when he posted these on his Etsy and bought this whole set together. So that was fantastic. So that's most of my haul. The other haul I want to show you is with some starts that I might start soon or later this year. One of them was I bought this chart. I did a download on it from Owl Forest Embroidery. As soon as I saw it, I fell in love with it. I just thought it was so cute. A cute idea. And so I decided to try their threads. So here are their threads. I heard good things about them, so I just thought this would be a great and easy way to try them. I just have to wait a little while, but not too long for the threads. They do come from Russia, and reasonable price, and I love the variegation in them, so I can't wait to start those. I'm just going to use some fabric that I already own to do those with in my stash, but I think those are going to be adorable. So future start. And then a lot of you I know have already started and have gotten Winter Rose Manor. I'm thinking about starting this. I waited. I do have I think almost all the called for and some other ones, but I ended up getting all of the Vicky Clayton silks. They come on these little spools. These are the colors. They're really pretty. Some of them are slightly different than the called for if you match them up, but still really nice colors. Really palette that I like. There's these. And then I believe these are the house color. It's not showing up as pink as it is. I believe I'm going to use a 40 count Swagger Base by XU Design. Here's that on here. It is called Old Linen, and I really like the color. It is a pretty, pretty color. It's got a decent amount of some, looks like paper crinkling here. You can see it. A lot of the colors I think look really good on this. It's going to really bring out, I think, the colors in that sampler. So that is my plan. That may be a new start that I get to have, because I did have 5 finishes, so I can have at least 2 totally new starts, not with new starts, but just real new starts. My other purchase, which as soon as I saw the sampler, I had to have it. So I did order the chart and got a copy of it that way, but you can download the chart. It's the Lucy Beam, Though He Seemeth Sleeping. I am so in love with this. I don't know what it is. I think it's the colors in this. And the great thing that she did was that really you could do this from stash. I mean, that was the whole point. So she gives you some different fabric colors to choose from weeks: cocoa, cappuccino, mocha, parchment. It was originally done on 28. I'm going to probably do it on a 40. I want it to be petite. I think it'll be really cute. She also gives you 4 different legends for threads, which is amazing. So she gives you DMC. There's a whole thing for DMC. She gives you one for Classic Colorworks. She gives you one for Gentle Arts, and she gives you one for Weeks Dye Works. So you can go through your stash and figure out, oh, I have Weeks Dye Works in this, but I have Classic Colorworks in that, or I have DMC in this, or whatever. And then she gives you a full chart that you can fill out what your choices are. Is that amazing? I think this is a really great idea. That's a lot of work, but a neat idea, right? Like, I love that. I also had to get the little thread keep from her. Oh, isn't it cute? It's adorable. Love it. So that was, there is a Facebook page group for this, and I'm pretty sure that's where I found out about the thread keep. And I believe she's got, it'll link you to an Etsy shop on there. I believe it's on her Etsy shop. So I think I'm going to do that on another XU Design fabric, because I'm really in love with her fabric, by the way. This is called Brown Paper, and I think this is a really great match. I really like how it's looking. So I have not pulled any threads yet, but that will be the next course of action, I think. This one really may be my first start. I really am excited about that sampler. I'm really in love with it. So those were my other new purchases, along with plans that I might start. So I'm very excited. And I think that's it. Other than to let you know, in the rest of January, I'm still going to do my rotation of Jane Fittis, the Holland one on Mondays, Land That I Love on Wednesday, Maria Higginson on Friday and Saturday, and Morrison. And then sprinkle in trying to finish some of my other whips. So get this one finished and then move on to Brown Bird Bisque or New. And maybe a new start. What do you think? A new start? I think I've earned it after almost 6 finishes this month. So I think I will have a new start. I'm either going to do it this month or just wait till maybe February 1st, you know, just have a first of the month start every month. That might be something I do too. That might be a good idea. I think yes. Again, thank you all for watching. I am so appreciative. I really am overwhelmed by how many of you have told me how much you love my stitching and seeing my works, and just thank you, thank you, thank you. Also, just be kind, be generous. You know, anyone you meet, just be kind. That's what I have to say, and what I'm really focusing on this year. See you next time.